on this show.
Hello and welcome back to HWL Radio Sports. You're here with Hollywood, and here you go again. Here we go again. It's back on the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors, and this is to everybody that was saying that the Boston and Cavaliers game was rigged. As many fouls as they called on LeBron, almost fouled out that game, and the calls they was calling on LeBron James was to slow him down. And if they wasn't calling them, Brad Stevens was calling timeouts anytime one of the players had a time to heat up. So for you to say that the game was thrown is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I think it's kind of funny how both of the teams that lost the second half, they just blew it. Now, I don't know what happened to the Houston Rockets, but they didn't look like Houston, and James Harden didn't look like no damn MVP. James Harden looked like himself out there. And if you go back and look at the numbers, there's no comparison to what LeBron James was doing. None. And on top of that, LeBron James was kind of locked down throughout the whole Boston series. Like, he really couldn't penetrate. He really couldn't drive the lane. He couldn't get in. So, for you to say that was rigged, I think you crazy. But I do think it's weird how both teams just didn't do shit the second round. Yeah.
Hollywood, yeah,
But I was in the middle of telling them, like, I don't understand how people could say that the game was thrown when everything they did, they called the calls on LeBron James.
Which one? LeBron?
Yeah, on the Boston Celtics and Cleveland game.
Oh, okay.
They called all the calls on LeBron James to slow him down. Anytime he was about to do anything to take the crowd out, it was a foul. It was an offensive foul. And then on top of that, anytime that he did something where there wasn't a foul involved, Brad Stevens called a timeout.
It wasn't thought. Honestly, man, you want to know the truth? They just ran into the best player in the world. And that's simple. You know what I mean? Last night, James Harden couldn't pull it off. He really choked because the game was on his back. And he really let me down, let everybody down. I'm not saying it's all his fault, but James Harden, when he got a 15-point lead, and you're supposed to be carrying that team, I don't know what it takes. I just, man, I'm sorry, I got so much to say about that game. This is unreal.
I know you do, but then I got to go back to what I just said before you got on the phone so I could hear what you think about it. Just last night, James Harden didn't look like no damn MVP of the league. You hear me?
What you say, Hollywood?
I said last night, James Harden did not look like no MVP or no league.
Well, he actually, be honest to me. He actually choked last night. You want to know the truth? You know, I'm going to tell you something. Are we live right now?
Oh, yeah.
I want the world to hear this right now. I thought about it.
Can't even hear you.
I'm very upset right now. I hope the world to hear this right now. I'm very upset right now. I hope the general manager, I hope all the players of Houston Rockets hear this. Y'all need to hear this. I will fire everybody on that team. I will keep P.J. Tucker. I'll keep James Harden. I'll keep Eric Gordon. And I will keep Chris Paul and Capella. The rest of you 8 players got to go. Green, Ariza, including the coach. You don't not lose a game with 15-point lead in the 7th game, 1 game away from the finals. You shot 27 3-pointers in a row that you missed. The other team hit 15 3-pointers in a row. That means you play no defense. I sit there seeing guys standing around. At the end, James Harden turnover after turnover, shoot crazy shots. You guys are so embarrassing right now, Houston Rockets. I don't even know if you guys should have made it to the Western Conference Finals.
I started to call you, but I was like, man, they lost so bad, I ain't even going to mess with them.
There's no way in the world, man, that they should have lost that game last night the way they lost. Just gave up. You let Stephen Curry come down, shooting trays all over the floor. And then, I'm going to tell you right now, I will go to Houston Rockets right now, including the coach, the general manager, including you, Akeem Olajuwon, if you're hearing this right now. Nobody on that team can flat out guard Kevin Durant. Nobody. He's putting up all over you guys. In your face, triple team. You cannot guard him. And as well as Stephen Curry. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. My hat goes out to Eric Gordon because he showed tried. He gave his heart out.
Hey, yeah, he was the only one. He was the only one.
Eric Gordon, my heart goes out to you. But the rest of you guys, man, you deserve to be where you at home, going fishing. It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous, Hollywood. I just looked at the man, no defense. How you let your team shoot 27 threes and they're not hitting? Change your offensive scheme.
All right.
Our three's
Well,
not working. Let's
well,
try something different.
look. I feel sorry for your team, but then again, we're gonna turn around and it's time to shit on the team. Not just so.
Tell you, man.
Now, like we said yesterday.
And my hat goes off to Golden State Warriors, very well deserving to represent the Western Conference. Good
Uh-huh.
job, guys.
And like we said yesterday, now the question is the day. It's back in front of you. Now, so do you feel like James Harden deserves the MVP or LeBron?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm glad you asked that question. The regular season, I don't disagree. I still agree James Harden. But if he had the MVP, if he had the playoffs
Whoa,
right
whoa, whoa,
now,
whoa, 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 whoa.
no, I'm not talking about.
We going on your theory. We going on your theory of the playoffs solidifies it. What you do in the playoffs solidifies the MVP. So you're going back on what you think.
Well, the playoffs solidifies it without a doubt. It's going to be LeBron James. Without a doubt, the playoffs solidifies it. But regular season, and they're still going to give it to James Harden, Hollywood. They're not going to give it to LeBron James. He's still getting it because they go on regular season. They don't go on playoffs. That's why he's still getting it. They're not going to change it. They already said he's getting it.
Yeah, but y'all need to go listen to the show. Just because I could have sworn you told me. No, I know what you said. This is recorded. Right. You said that James Harden, what he did. This was in the first. This was in the first series.
I said that. I'm not backing up Hollywood. I said that. But what I'm telling you, he's still gonna get MVP. Trust me, he's getting MVP. But ask me, really. And what happened this playoff? No, he's not deserving of it, but he's still getting it, though. He's not going to change their mind. He's getting it. Just simple fact, last year he got so close to Russell Westbrook, he didn't get it. This year he had a dynamic season, even though he didn't take him to the promised land, but he's still getting it.
Both of them was there. Both of them was there last year when Russell Westbrook got it.
Yeah, but they want to sneak him in because he never got one. So they want to sneak him in and finally get him a crown. He's getting it. Trust me. But is he deserving of it? As with LeBron James and the pull in the playoff? No. LeBron James deserves it, but he's not going to get it. Trust me, Hollywood. June 25th, they're going to give it to him. But he choked last night. His game was on his back. I mean, Harden, you got a 15-point lead. You got Chris Paul out. I mean,
what did Harden do in the regular season that he deserves it more than LeBron James?
In the regular season?
Yeah. What has he done that LeBron James ain't done but better?
Well, he almost averaged a triple-double, and then he put that dramatic 61 points up with a triple-double, and then he kept his stats up after missing 10 games. So that solidified him. And he had the best record in the league.
60-point game actually saved him.
That saved him. But he also had the best record. And then last year, I keep telling you, this had a lot to do with it. People say, well, last year, they got a whole lot to do with it. By him being so close to Russell last year for the MVP, they figure it like this. See, this is what they want to do. The NBA is all set up. I'm going to tell you something. They don't want to leave all the stars out. If the star like James Harden, a big name, draws big numbers and big money to the league, they got to give him some title. He's been so close, they don't want to count him out. LeBron got 4. Durant got some. Curry got some. So they got to get guys like Harden. This is his chance. You know, he might not be in the ranking from here on out. So by him being this close, they're going to give him a crown, which is the MVP. He'll get one. Just simple fact, keep the stardom going for him. So it helps the league out.
So you leaning more towards a charity MVP?
Yeah, political. It's more political.
Because I'm going with the actual facts MVP, and the actual facts of the most valuable player of this season is LeBron James, because he's the most critical person.
I agree, because from the playoffs he pulled away from everybody.
No.
From game one.
No. This ain't got nothing to do with the playoffs. We're gonna talk about the regular season. Now, the regular season, if you take LeBron James out due to an injury, where are the Cavs?
Nowhere. Not in the playoffs.
They're not in the playoffs. So take James Harden off of the Rockets, which he did miss 10 games.
They'll go to the playoffs. They won't have the best record, though.
They wouldn't have the best record, but they still go to the playoffs.
They still go to the playoffs, yeah.
So they're a playoff team. LeBron James is a playoff. He's a playoff person. Like he's like a special guest. Like now we having LeBron. Like even if it was a different team.
He's the best Game 7 playoff person in NBA history. Nobody played Game 7 better than LeBron James. Period. Dot. It's been proven for years and years. I mean, it's already said. Shannon Sharp, so you put him in a corner, back against the wall.
But I want you to keep it real with yourself, like you always say. Now, keep it real with yourself. And just tell the truth, man. LeBron James was the most valuable player of the season,
I
not
said
James
that. I
Harden.
told you, Hollywood. I told you, but listen to me. I said that, but they're not going to give it to him, though. Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. I don't tell you nothing
Okay,
wrong when it comes to
okay, I
sports.
get it
This is
now.
what I
Okay,
do.
I thought
You
that
see what
was
I'm
your
saying?
argument. I thought that was
Well,
your
no, no, no,
argument.
no, no, no. I said that. I said you proved it right. I said that, but he won't still get it. The MVP, they're gonna give it to James Harden. I guarantee Harry got it. It's already solidified. That's why I bet. I want to change my bet. I know he wasn't getting it. He's getting that. He's getting the MVP. But is he deserving of it after what happened in the playoffs? No. He couldn't carry it. Last night was his chance to make a statement for himself and to make a statement for the all-time greats. He couldn't do it. He had a chance. You don't come down and miss 27 threes in a row. You as a superstar, you got to change your plan. Look what LeBron James the other day. When Boston came back and had them tie the game up, what did he do? He changed the game. He wasn't coming out shooting crazy threes. He didn't. When
Mm-mm.
LeBron James, he made some good passes. That's the difference. His IQ level is off the chart. I'm telling everybody this. You can get mad at me if you want to. I don't care what you say. They talk behind my back if you want to. LeBron James got the best IQ ever in basketball. Period. Dot. Now, he proved it. I called my buddy the other day, and I called you too, Holly. I said, see them passes? It wasn't even scoring. It was just
Mm-hmm.
passes. How you got other players involved. That's IQ level, guys, in basketball. That's what he brings. James didn't bring it last night. Okay, people say, well, James is a one-man team. How I put it all on James Harden because they lost? I'm not putting it on him. By him being the leader and him being the point guard, him having control of the ball, you got to change the game. Stop coming out shooting them threes. Slow the game up. Get the other players involved. Come
Uh-huh.
on, man. You got to change the game as being a leader. That's what LeBron James does. The other players don't do like he. That's why he wins.
And
He did
then
it against the Pacers. He
and then
changed
on
the
top
game.
of that, we got the big stir up news. You know, you hear Marcus Smart asking for, hey, I deserve more than 12 million. So what do you think Boston gonna do with that?
No, he ain't deserve no 12 million. He deserves. I mean, he's a good player in Hollywood. He make things happen that people don't notice on the court. Unnoticed that goes unnoticed. True. He ain't proven like that.
No, I'm
No,
saying
he
he's
played.
demanding more. So like, what do you think that's
No,
gonna
I
happen?
let him go. I let him go. It's a player. He ain't gonna work for 12 million. Come on, man. He ain't proved himself. He ain't been in the league long enough to prove himself like that. Marcus Smart is decent. He's a decent player out of Oklahoma State. Know all about Marcus Smart. He was a little troublemaker in college. Tenacious player, pushing fans, pushing players. Uh, tough scorer. He can play things. He plays defense tough at will. Like I said, he does things on the court that goes unnoticed. Should give him more credit than credit deserved. But he ain't worth for $12 million. You know, let him get up out of here. We'll find somebody else.
But I do notice one thing, because you know, you the stat guy, I'm the eye guy. Now, when I was watching this, if Marcus Smart would have fouled out, the game they would have got blown out. You know
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah, yeah. You're right. Like I said, he make things happen. Don't get me wrong. He does things that people don't know that goes unnoticed. Like he played tough defense. He put a couple stops on LeBron James. Just pure stopped him.
Uh-huh.
LeBron called a couple offensive.
Shit, he done
Called
ripped
a
LeBron James a
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
times.
he did that. I give Marcus credit, but on the other hand, too, let's go back to this. A guy talking about give me 4 million or I'm gone. He got to be in the league a little more time. He got to be a little more proven. He hasn't done that yet. That's what I'm saying. He's good, but he ain't that good. He's not. Now I'm not. Can I tell you something? On the other hand, you ready for this one?
Uh-huh.
After 1 year, Jason Tatum, that's the difference. He could demand 13, 14 million. He said, you don't give it to me, I'm gone. Marcus Smart can't do that. See what I'm saying, guys? The difference. That player like there can do that. Dennis Mitchell can do that. I mean, Donovan Mitchell can do that. What's his name from Ben Simmons can do that. But not Marcus Smart.
Yeah, but we gonna have to do this stir up show. We gonna have to do the NBA stir up show because there's a lot of shit going on this off season. It's seeming like
Yeah, it's gonna.
teams gonna break up for real.
I would. I'm gonna tell you something, Hollywood. I wouldn't have no problem breaking that Houston Rocket team. I'm gonna keep my core five. I can keep my core
I
five.
said teams. Hey, look, I said teams. That nigga pulled the gun, pointed it at the Houston Rockets.
I would get rid of everybody. I'm saying, including the coach. The coach got to go too.
Damn.
Yeah, because it wasn't so bad. I mean, I know Golden State is good, guys. I'm gonna say this again, they good. But a lot of it was, man, it was pure coaching, sloppy coaching, man.
Did you lose some money? Hey, just say that. Did you lose
Well,
some
I didn't
money?
lose no money. I want them to go. I wanted that the elite thing that I said back in January. I wanted Houston and Cleveland. That's what my elite thing, and they blew it for me. Houston Rockets. They blew it. Threw it out Rod Stewart.
Damn.
Man, yeah, that's the thing, man. And I tell you, that coach D'Antonio, man, get rid of him, man. He's pitiful. And people say, well, they ain't had Chris Paul. They could have won without Chris Paul. They had a 15-point lead.
Yeah.
They just couldn't stop Kevin Durant. Found a way to beat them guys. I know them guys can shoot. I know they sharpshooters, some of the best shooters in the world. But my goodness, they had a heyday. Then they let Clay. They should have. I'm gonna tell you another thing that messed up too. There's no way in the world, even when Clay came back in the game, you let Clay. Clay had 4 quick fouls. Foul him out quick. Get rid of him. That's a strategy.
I actually think this new 3-point shooting, this new 3-point shooting trend going on in the league is actually killing it. Because
Man,
there's
they killed the last night.
because no, I'm saying, but if you remember the old school games, they knew if the 3 ain't working, we driving it to the basket. You don't see that no more.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Last night they hit. Listen, man, 27 3-pointers and you missed in a row.
No, that's in both conference finals. Both teams shot themselves out the damn gym.
Man, listen, man. If I'm a coach, Brad Stevens and D'Antonio, you guys hear this right now. If I'm a coach right now, and I'm not even coaching, I got enough sense to know if I miss 13, 14 threes in a row, we're not shooting no more threes. We're going to change our style of offense. Come out, you final threes.
But I'm gonna have to call a time. If I was the coach, I'd call a timeout and say, the next motherfucker shoot a 3, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Y'all drive the dang basketball.
You guys, you coaches shot yourself in the foot. There's no one to work. If you're not hitting, you're not hitting. Red is not red. Blue is not blue. Okay, come on. If it's blue, it's blue. If it's red, it's red. It's not yellow. It's not black.
I already know. Look, I already know what the show. The name of the show.
If you're not hitting, you're not hitting. Man, and you see how mad Chris Paul was. Chris Paul was like, I can't believe this.
Hey, I swear.
Ain't nothing he can do. Though. He had a hamstring. I'm not mad at Chris Paul. He was hurt. I mean, that's uncontrollable. But, man, Ariza hit 0 for 12.
Damn.
You study shooting threes. He studied shooting threes. He ain't seen that man take the ball in one time. The closest shot to see him shoot is a 12-foot jump shot. Man, get rid of Ariza. He got to go. Play no defense. I sent him fishing back. Green been already on the bubble. Can't hit a 3. Yeah, all he can do is jump out the gym. He can't even hit a layup. He missed a couple of layups.
But hold on, though. Even though Golden State won, motherfuckers got to ask, what's up with Jordan Bell? Or whoever, ain't that his name, Jordan Bell?
Jordan Bell. Listen to me. He had a thing. Last night, he has made some big mistakes last night. But let me tell you something. That was an awesome pick of him. He going to be good. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah, he going to be good, but last night he was a joker the whole damn game.
He was. He didn't play good last night.
This nigga, man, he tried to dunk it and got hung in Game 7.
But I'm a boss with Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell, if you hear this, I'm not going to let nobody talk about you like that because I'm going to tell you something. You better player than that. And plus, they know that. He played.
Okay, well, let's talk about it again. Because he did it again and got hung again. I mean, how good is this motherfucker? No,
he's good. Out of Oregon. He's good. Trust me. I take my guns with him.
Hey, he's good, but he's like the kid that keep on trying to get on rides, but they keep missing the inches. Like, oh, next year, man, next year.
That's crazy. But, that's the way it goes. But like I said, I'm proud of it. I tell you what, LeBron James, you better get all the rest you can. And you better get all the help you can. Because right now, the way them Golden State Warriors are shooting, they said Golden State Warriors is the best team in third quarter ever in NBA history. It proves Saturday night when they came back and beat Houston. It proved last night. Their third quarter is just unreal.
Yeah, and guess what that is? That means for the Cavs, death, because everybody knows third quarter is their worst quarter.
Oh, my goodness, man.
So if they ain't got a 20-point lead like everybody's saying about Boston when they was playing the Cavaliers, it might be ugly. They go down by 20.
I mean, honestly, you want to know the truth? I would like to see the Cavs win, but I'm keeping it real because, we keep it real on this show. Everybody know y'all here. We keep it real. That's why y'all listen to us. Y'all ready for this one? I see Golden State Warriors 4-2. A couple guys said 4-1. I give LeBron 2 games. Yeah. I don't see them winning. I can't see them winning.
Yeah, I can't
Because they ain't
argue.
got enough offensive power. Period. Golden State got too much offensive power, and that's why they're able to beat Cleveland. Too many offensive weapons.
Yeah, I can't argue with you unless we see some kind of major mismatch come
That's
out
the
of
only way.
this.
That's the only way. But like I said, I see 4-2. See a 6 game Golden State winning four
And
two.
ain't nobody playing like a major mismatch. So,
Even when LeBron going up getting his 40, 45, they still gonna win 4-2. He just
mhm.
don't have enough. Don't have enough offensive power. And the Kevin Love is so unpredictable. It's unreal. I don't know whether he's gonna be hurt one game, whether he's gonna be healthy in the game.
And then the
You
only
know,
thing that I got going is I really doubted them. I doubted them one time. I mean, I was scared as hell with the Pacers, but I said I really had a faith still. But the Boston, when they came up, I was kind of scared.
I didn't doubt him. You know why I didn't doubt him? Because Boston, they young, but guess what? They ain't enough experience, Hollywood. That's why I wasn't against the Cavs. We went for the Cavs. They ain't got no experience. Experience goes a long way, man. Experience. Well, what they tell you? Experience. Well, what's the best teacher? Experience.
Experience.
It's the best teacher. And I know Boston. I know Cleveland had the experience. All them guys, Jeff Green, Love, George Hill, Brian James. Them guys had experience. Boston, young, they had experience, and that's what got them over the edge. The experience. Because the
So
experienced team, when it
do
came
you
down
see
to
any
shooting them threes,
mismatches ahead of this finals? Do you see any mismatches going on in the
it's plain
favor
and
of
simple.
Cleveland?
Can't nobody stop Kevin Durant. It's plain and simple. The other one, can't nobody stop Stephen Curry. It's plain and simple. Don't let Klay Thompson get on. Yeah, it's a mismatch. It's proof. Man, come on, man. I said last night. That's why I said last night. That's why I said my hat goes off to them. It's plain and simple. Can nobody stop Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry? It's simple. When they own, ain't nobody beating them. When them two own, can nobody beat them? If one of them on, one of them off, you might get a chance to beat them. When both of them two is on, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, the Splash Brothers gonna splash your ass
So,
back home.
yeah. Can nobody beat them?
That's gonna be the show for the day. So
You
go
too.
ahead and shoot your shot.
Have a great day. Be good to yourself as well as to others. Thank you.
All right,
Yep.
and there you have it. Another great show at HWL Radio Sports. Go over to HWLRADIO.com, download the music app. Make sure you check out the sponsors page. And like I always say, hit my motherfucking music. And if you don't hear the music, it's because you didn't listen. And go over to HWLRadio.com and download the app. And we out. And we out.